The same girl who laughed at my ripped sneakers in high school walked into my office 10 years later, asking me for a job. She had no idea I was the one interviewing her. Back in high school, my family was struggling financially. I wore the same old hoodie almost every day, and my sneakers had been stitched together more times than I could count. Most people ignored it, but Jessica never missed an opportunity to remind everyone that I was the poor girl. She'd make loud comments in the hallway, laugh whenever I answered questions in class, and once even told me, "People like you never make it anywhere." Everyone laughed, and I just stood there, pretending it didn't hurt. Graduation couldn't come fast enough. I left that town, worked 2 part-time jobs, earned a scholarship, and spent years building a career in finance. It wasn't easy, but every late night felt like one step away from the life people said I'd never have. 10 years later, I was a hiring manager at a growing investment firm in Chicago. One Monday morning, HR handed me the schedule for the day's interviews. When I looked at the next applicant's name, I froze. Jessica Parker. At first, I thought it had to be someone else. Then the door opened. The same confident smile, the same voice, but this time, she looked nervous. She sat down across from me, glanced at my nameplate, and suddenly her face went completely pale. She recognized me. For a few awkward seconds, neither of us spoke. Then she forced a smile and quietly said, "Emily, wow, it's been a long time." I smiled back professionally. It has. The interview began like any other. I asked about her experience, her skills, and the challenges she'd faced. I treated her with the same respect I gave every candidate. Halfway through, she looked down at the table and sighed. "I owe you an apology." She admitted she'd been cruel in high school and said she'd thought about it many times over the years. She told me she had been immature and insecure, and that she'd regretted how she treated people. For the first time, I believed she meant it. When the interview ended, I thanked her for coming and told her we'd contact her after reviewing all the candidates. A week later, HR selected another applicant whose experience better matched the role. Jessica didn't get the job. But it wasn't because of what happened in high school. It was because hiring isn't about revenge. As she left the building that day, she smiled sadly and said, "I guess life has a funny way of teaching us lessons." She was right. The greatest revenge wasn't humiliating her. It was becoming someone she never believed I could be.